Good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing on this grey old Saturday afternoon? I hope everyone has had a really good Christmas. I hope you all that good food. I hope you all spent quality time around family, and I hope basically you had a nice Christmas because I did. Spent time around all my family, had nice food, a good chat, a good bit of banter around the old family table, and that's what Christmas represents for me: family, quality time. Especially as you get a little bit older, it does anyway, guys. But yeah, welcome to my channel, guys. Joey Barnett TV. I like to upload as much content as I possibly can. You know that, guys. But away from YouTube, I've got a lot going on, so I've got a very busy schedule behind the scenes, which I can't really go into too much, but I'm sure most of my followers know exactly what's going on behind the scenes with me. We've got our grandson living with us full time. We had him from 5 weeks old. He's now six months old, and that's something which I least expected at the age of 55 to be taking on a 5 week old baby boy. But yeah, he's turned my life around, and also my missus's life for the better, and he's put the joy and he's put the spark back in my eye and that spring back in my step. He's actually took a few years off of me, and it's nice because when we go out for take him out, which we do every day, shopping and bits and pieces like you do, people actually stop and say, "Oh, ain't your son beautiful?" And it makes me feel very, very humble, and it makes me feel very good in myself. I do, eventually say to him, "Thank you for your compliments," but I'm actually his grandfather, and a lot of people can't believe it. But yeah, I am, guys. So yeah. Anyway, we'll leave that on that good note there. So what I want to have a little chat with you about, guys, is joint enterprise. Now, when I say joint enterprise, this is a very serious thing. And to understand joint enterprise, you need to be responsible for your own actions. You really, really do. You need to know exactly what is going on, when people are in your company and wherever you are with that person or your pals or your family. It could be anyone. You need to be responsible for your own actions. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about what you're doing yourself, because I'm going to give you one example now. Basically, it was a family member of mine, and she'd gone out for the evening with her boyfriend to a party or a nightclub in Sutton in southwest London back in the day. And she had a Halloween hat on. So basically, they had a good time, all in good spirits, and the club finished and they was outside having a chat, having a fag. And another few boys came along. Now, what they did was they knocked the female, which is, I'm going to tell you, she's my cousin. They knocked her hat off her head, just for a banter, just for a bit of a joke. But my cousin's boyfriend didn't take this too kind, because you wouldn't, if someone's taking a piss out of your missus right in front of you, it's pride for a male, isn't it? You've got to protect and stand up and stick up for who you love and what you represent in yourself, and what he done is he come forward and an argument broke out. So basically it quickly turned into a scuffle, and the two boys started fighting. Now, one of the boys fell over. He was not knocked out, but he'd been whacked. They had a fight and he'd gone onto the floor. Now that should have been it. So my cousin then grabbed hold of her boyfriend, rightly so, and said, right, she did try and stop it before it even started, but it'd gone too far. But she did pull him away once, the fight had finished, and obviously she was screaming erratic, but there was police on their way because it was outside a nightclub, CCTV and everything else, so she wanted to get away from the scene, and so did he. And yeah, as they went to walk off, another boy, which was with my family member also, but didn't go out with them, but she met him inside the club. So you could say they was all together, three or four of them. But my cousin only went out with herself and her boyfriend, but they met a couple of mates out in the club, like you do. So the fight broke out. My cousin's boyfriend had a fight. knocked the fella out. To cut a long story short, one of the other boys came along, which was my cousin's boyfriend's mate. He came along and kicked the boy in the head. Now, it was that kick which ended that person's life. He had a bleed on the brain, and all hell broke loose. You can imagine, you know, and it quickly, very quickly, turned from just a normal punch up, an assault, or whatever you want to call it, an ABH, and it quickly turned into a murder scene. Now, my cousin's boyfriend, which had the fight, he got arrested for the murder, and also the bloke what kicked the bloke in the head on the floor, and he was on the floor, he got arrested for murder. So now, you know, you've got two blokes up for murder. And that's to cut a long story short. They both ended up getting life sentences, and the worst thing about it, the horrible thing about it is my cousin, the female who had her hat knocked off, she was related to the boy what knocked her hat off, and they didn't even know it. Those second cousins. It only come out when all the statements and the depths come out. It only come out later on when she read it, what his surname was, and you know, she quickly done a little bit of homework and found out that they was related. But yeah, that didn't stop the judge from giving them life sentences. They both received life sentences. Those only in the early 20s, and you know, they got 16 years. I think it was 16 or maybe 17-year recommendations. And it's a long time to serve. It really is a long time to serve, isn't it? When you're in your 20s, imagine, you know, having to do near on 20 years at that age. You've missed everything. You know, by then you've probably got kids. You know, you're going to miss your kids growing up. God, it causes so much aggravation and problems. It really does. This is what I'm saying to you guys. You really do need to be aware of what's going on around you. You need to be responsible for your own actions, you know, in every single thing you do. Years and years ago, I wasn't one to be responsible for my actions. I acted out very quick and paid the highest price you could possibly pay. So I'm not preaching to you, but what I am trying to say to you guys is I've got the experience. You know, I haven't read it off of a computer. I haven't read it out of a book. It's first-hand experience. You know, you need to be careful. It's joint enterprise. So basically, if you go out of your pal and a little fight breaks out, and you know one of them ends up dead, then you're going to get arrested with your pal, and you might not even have nothing whatsoever to do with it. You don't even have to lay a hand on that person. If you're with your mate when that assault takes place and someone goes over on the penny and don't wake up, you're going to get done for a joint enterprise. And it's you know. So guys, I hope you're liking my content. I hope everyone, as I said to you, I hope everyone's had a good Christmas. And do you like my new jumper? Yes, my missus bought me it. It's that really knitted, like 100% knitted. It's still really nice. Really feels comfortable. It really does. And so this morning we've been out, done a little bit of shopping, like you do, and I had to change the back light on my Nissan Navara truck because it come with a hole in the lens. Actually, it didn't. It come with a hole in one. I'm going to tell you a little story. One side of it, the passenger side, had a crack in the lens, so I changed that, and I quickly see that the patterned part which I bought on eBay was not like the OEM part. So because the OEM part is stronger, and it was obviously come off of a 2017 truck, this is the truck, so it come fitted with them lenses. But when I bought a new lens for it online, they sent me a 2023 lens. So basically it wasn't matching the other side. I don't know, one part was red and one part was white. So what I done was I ordered the driver's side one to match the other side one, and that I ordered it just a few days ago, not thinking that it would come. And yeah, quick as you like, you know, 48 hours, bang, it's delivered to me. And I just changed that this morning. And it's put a little, that's probably what's made me do this video actually, because it's put me in a good mood. You know, having the knowledge and being able to do these things myself is really, really good. It really is. And it's not hard. It really ain't hard, you know. If, you know, the more you think about these things, if you overthink them, it can actually put you off of it. It can frighten you, give you the horrors. So if there's anything you need to do around your home and you've been thinking about it for a while, thinking, oh, God, don't even think about it. Give it one thought and get straight into it. 9 times out of 10, you know, you'll be successful, guys. But hope everyone has a good new year. I'll probably be uploading more content by then. And I hope everyone has a good weekend. Big shout out to all my subscribers, those that's been there with me even from day one of my journey, and they're still there with me today. Big shout out to you, and also a big shout out to all those that's just landed on my channel. And thanks for subscribing. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to share and subscribe to keep my channel alive. Much, much, much love. Peace.